I'm a dude, and I'm inviting you to join me on a podcast about brews.
Does that include stouts?
Yes, of course it includes stouts. Like I was saying, join us every Saturday on the journey into...
Wait a minute. Do you guys do anything about, like, IPAs?
Yes,
Stuff like that?
yes, we do IPAs.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway, join us on the Journey into Comics Network for Brews with Dudes.
Whoa, hey, have you guys ever... Do you care if I bring some Zima on?
Yes, I care if you bring Zima. Zima doesn't count. Zima's... Dr. Dongo. Anyway, join us every Saturday for a podcast that delves into the craft brew world.
The following is a Journey into Comics Network production.
So hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Butt Stuff. Sorry about how the last show started. Apparently we didn't give Brandon a whole lot of choice for whether or not he was able to edit that out. And he was not. That was Joanna.
I'm here.
And I'm Kate, and this is Butt Stuff. And we don't normally open shows with explicit graphic sexual descriptions, but here we are.
Well, it could be a thing.
I mean it's sometimes later in the show. Sure,
it grabs you right from the beginning.
You're just like, we're here and there's porn.
And there's porn. I have to tell you a funny story about porn.
Please do.
So,
and then I have to tell you a not as funny but still interesting story about porn.
Well, how do you know? Mine's not that funny, but it's pretty funny.
Oh, I thought you said funny. I'm sorry.
It is funny.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm just saying, it may not be as funny as, like, your story.
Oh, no. Mine's not funny at all.
Okay, so we both drive the same car.
Yes.
And my phone is always connected to the Bluetooth.
Yes.
So anyway, I'd been watching porn before I got in, and
I know where this is going.
I didn't close the video. So my husband gets in the driver's seat and he's driving, and all of a sudden it randomly connects to the Bluetooth halfway down the road, and it's just over and over, and it was like this intense threesome, and they're all fucking screaming, and it was blaring. So
please tell me you stopped at a traffic light and rolled the windows down.
No, but that is a good idea. I should just
just do that sometime.
Get some crazy BDSM porn and just put the windows down.
We could do that torture lesbians one that I found.
I think I found that one. I kind of enjoyed it.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, that's...
it was pretty funny.
You and Bluetooth and porn.
I know. The headphones and... Bluetooth is fucking me more than this porn is.
No, but, like, your phone automatically... Does it turn Bluetooth on when you get in the car?
Yes.
Because mine does. And it's so fucking annoying. I'm like... I do not need Bluetooth. I have a USB cable. Even though Spotify, if I'm... Really? If I use the USB cable in my car because I've got an 8 Plus, it... for Spotify, it doesn't recognize that I'm actually playing music. Like, it will play the music, but it doesn't come up with, like, title and artist, and I can't use the steering wheel controls to change the song.
Oh, that's annoying.
Very. It's dangerous, because, like, I don't want to be fumbling around with the buttons over there, or, picking my phone up and doing it there. Like, that's the whole point of having hands-free, is so I don't have to touch my phone.
Right.
It will read Brandon's texts to him. And emails. Like, one time his mom just sent a text and it just said K. Because, that's what moms do. But the car read it, and it was like, it goes through, like, this whole spiel of, like, who sent it and everything, and then it's like, K.
Okay.
But in its, like, robot Siri voice. I died, though. Because technology and, like, pronouncing things correctly. Oh, hang on, I have to cough. Oh, the tickle was in the back of my throat. It was bad. Technology and pronouncing things, it does not go well for us. There was that time where it told us to turn onto Nebraska Ave instead of Nebraska. Nebraska. And then one time, instead of Avenue, it actually said Ave. Like, Ave.
It's awesome.
And when it catches you by surprise, you're like about to wreck the car because you're laughing so hard. Okay, but my porn story.
Yes.
So Brandon likes to search through Tumblr for different porn because Tumblr's fun. That sounded like you just snapped it. Maybe a little. No? Mm-mm. I'm shocked. Anyway, he stumbled upon this couple who are really into anal. Like, he fists her with both arms.
Hold on. In the same?
In her butt. Both arms.
Both are
in her butt.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, like parting the Red Sea type. Yeah. And they have this dildo, which in and of itself is quite large. But then it has the ability to expand.
I love watching those, but I don't know if I want to see this one.
Brandon and I both were like, I never want any of this to happen to me.
I mean, what about diapers and stuff when you're older? Because I just feel like eventually
what
bad things are going to happen. If you can...
Oh, if you stretch out your butthole too much?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, where is she going with diapers? I'm not into that.
I'm not into that either, but that's where I feel like that's where that's leading to.
Well, I mean, they'll be able to keep on with the porn, I guess. Anyway, Brandon and I were both like, no, I don't want any of this to happen to me, but I'm strangely turned on by it. Yeah. I'll have to find it and show it to you. But when we were here the other day, that's what I was trying to tell you about and then completely forgot. So yeah, that's my not so funny, but still kind of amusing porn story.
Man,
Ta-da!
I've seen so much porn like that. But I totally get the not wanting to do that, but being strangely turned on by it thing.
Right.
Like, you know how I'm terrified of water?
Do you like watching waterboarding?
No.
Oh, it seems like something you might enjoy. I don't know.
I'm so offended. No.
No, you're not.
But yeah, I have this weird fear of drowning. Like, it's my number one thing. That's how I don't want to die, you know, is drowning.
Fuck drowning.
But I get so turned on by this. There's this one video that I found, and he just shoves her head underwater, and he's still fucking her from behind, and it really turned me on. But if someone did that to me, I'd probably fucking piss myself and have a panic attack, you know? Like, and then
don't kill me.
And then cry for days, and then go into a coma, come back, cry about it again, and never do it.
You go into a coma from crying? What happened? She went into a coma from crying. That's possible? We don't know. Tell us.
Well, anyway, that got really personal.
When do we not?
Right. Speaking of personal,
Yes.
I'm highly offended by my birthday present.
Because you hate Bambi?
I love Bambi. Okay. So anyway, it was my birthday recently.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks.
You're still not as old as me.
Well, you get older every year too, so it's never gonna happen. So, my dad decided that I needed one plate for my birthday. Just one.
Singular.
And before he presents it, he tells me, I remember as a kid you hated Bambi because the mother died, so I got you this plate. And it's a plate with a deer on it. Like, how shitty is that? Like, I don't understand where that was going.
Here's this movie that may or may not have been traumatizing for you. Have a memory of it.
Yeah. Like, I like that movie. I can handle it now, but as a kid...
I've still never seen it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. There's a surprisingly large number of movies I have not seen.
You know, I have the same problem. And, you know, I didn't start watching actual Disney movies until I was almost an adult. When I was a kid, I had the off-brand ones. The ones that were like, they're kind of Disney, but they're fucking not.
There was one on Netflix, and it was called Brave, and it was about a red-haired princess of some sort, but then it said in the description, not affiliated with Disney's Brave, or something like that. And I was like, you don't say.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously. But,
like,
oh, man.
Yeah, like off-brand Cinderella had brown hair, and it was the exact same fucking story, but just totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had on, VHS back in the day. I remember letting those go, and I wasn't sure if I was upset or happy about it.
I still have some of my, original VHS.
I have Stephen King's It on VHS still.
I've got, most of my Disney movies, because my mom saved them, and somehow they escaped the basement floods, because there were more than one, unscathed. I'm shocked. Yeah.
Wow.
Some other stuff might not have, but, all of my baby clothes.
Oh.
Yeah. My grandma, I guess, bought me a Baby Dior outfit, and it's because back in the 80s, they still took pictures of you at the hospital. It's my hospital picture. I suppose into the 90s they did that, but they don't do it now.
Yeah.
They don't, because the babies don't really leave the mom all that much, so. And everything else is tagged or whatever. But yeah, so I was wearing a Baby Dior gown in my hospital picture, and I would have liked that for Wyatt, but I do not have it, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I have lots of other stuff.
That's true.
And that's fine.
Yeah, you always tell them about it.
Yeah.
There was this picture that you can't see, but here's the story. And now you don't get to see this picture ever.
I could post it on Instagram. The picture. I have the picture.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. It's already scanned. I scanned in a whole bunch of old photos, so.
Oh, that's smart.
It's already scanned. So yeah, I could post it on Instagram. Someone will have to remind me.
Okay. But we came up with a topic for today.
I know. For once, we actually planned something. But first, we have to take a quick break.
Sorry.
Okay. So this week we thought we would talk about we were going to do our top 5 best and possibly worst things to watch when you're high. And then neither of us did our homework. So now we're just going to talk about stuff that we like to watch when we're high. And we're going to tell you a little bit about why. So, would you like to go first? Your list is much longer than mine.
I have so many things.
Because I didn't do my list until 3 minutes ago.
That's true. My top 5 is actually a top 10. And then I have a nope 5, and it's 2.
Yay!
But the entire Evil Dead franchise.
Okay.
All of it. We already know that.
Yes.
But
we've done that one.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited. I'm really excited for season 3 that comes out on the 25th.
She's gonna binge it.
Yeah. That is a show that I will sit and I will not shower or anything. I will watch it.
She's gonna be doing chainmail for 27 hours in a row.
Oh no, I'm gonna be glued to the screen. I'm going to be glued. And when we watched it that one girls' night.
Oh yes.
I like the old one and the new one.
I don't think I've ever seen the old one all the way through, but I did really enjoy the new one. It was very good.
Yeah. Spoiler alert in the very beginning. Everyone knows. I think it's in the commercial. When his arm gets ripped off. It's just a million times funnier. I don't know why it's funny.
I was genuinely hilarious.
We went to go see it in theaters. And, you know, everyone was pretty silent during that part, or maybe a gasp, and I'm just like, ha!
Yeah.
The
I think
worst.
I laughed when it came up on a screen. Pretty sure. Okay. So, my first one is Broad City, which, we're girls who smoke weed. Of course, we like to watch girls who smoke weed. Or at least I do. Joanna's not so gung-ho about Broad City. But I quite enjoy it. I'm pretty sure that Veronica from Foodies is who got me into the show. We were up there I think I was pregnant. And Brandon was recording, and we were doing some shopping for baby or something, and I watched Broad City and fell in love. But I did not have Hulu at the time, so I had to wait to actually continue watching it. And now I'm in love because thankfully Gretchen lets us mooch off of her Hulu account.
That I still haven't logged into.
I'm logged in on like my computer and probably my phone and the PlayStation, because it's the only place I can watch Bob's Burgers and Broad City, and that's pretty much all I watch. So.
That's fair. I borrowed someone's login and I watched Vikings.
I really want to watch that.
So good.
Is it?
So good.
So good.
I really love Floki. He's so quirky. He's my favorite character. And there was a part where I thought I was going to hate him, but then I didn't. So good.
I thought it was going to be bad, but then it wasn't. Speaking of Bob's Burgers, I was watching it earlier, and I never realized that Gail is Megan Mullally. I don't know why.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Karen from Will and Grace. She's married to Nick Offerman.
You lost me.
Ron Swanson's wife? No?
Still lost me.
You don't watch anything.
I don't. And I watched the same thing over and over. Like, I know who Bruce Campbell is. Like, I know that.
Well, let me get my sassy Bruce Campbell britches on. I also know who Bruce Campbell is. And not because of you. For the most part. I think it was Tumblr. Continue with your list.
Okay, this one's obvious. And this movie also makes a very good drinking game. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh.
Gretchen and I one night, a couple years ago, put mustaches in front of the TV. Ooh. So every time it hit, we had to take a drink. It was supposed to be shots, but fuck, you don't want to do that.
No, you will die.
And it was great. And it's still great. I could watch that movie over and over again forever.
Can you imagine if we had the accessibility to do so? Take a dab when your mustache lines up?
Oh, God.
That would be hardcore.
Oh, fuck.
We wouldn't be able to sit up to continue. We would just spend the rest of the movie drooling softly.
Eloquent. And we have one that we haven't mentioned hardly at all on here. Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. Shocker.
Oh, my God. Okay, I have to tell you about when I watched this for the first time was also the first time I watched it in 4K.
Oh, I forgot that you have a 4K TV.
Yeah, we have two. But when we got this one, it was the first one we got. Oh my God, I cried. When they showed Hogwarts and they showed the hall, I was just, it's so pretty. It was sad and pathetic.
It's so much more convenient to watch them right now because they're on HBO. So I've been like watching them that way and trying to indoctrinate my child. He's not super interested because there's not a whole lot of music, and if it doesn't have music, he doesn't really want to watch it, which is why we now watch Trolls and Smurfs alternating all day long.
Well, if they were accurate from the books, and at least had the Sorting Hat song, I mean, at least there'd be some music.
There is that one random Hogwarts choir with the frogs thing. This was never discussed in the books. I'm sorry. What was the purpose?
They leave out the Sorting Hat song, even the dark ones at the end, but we put that in. Granted, it is kind of a fun scene. I dig the frogs.
I liked, it sounded really good.
Yeah.
For sure. But it was just, I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh shit.
Yes?
I'm sorry, your last one made me think of something and then I forgot it. And that's very annoying. So my next one is The Room.
I haven't watched it.
I know. Brandon made me watch it. And he made me watch it because I want to watch The Disaster Artist. I can enunciate when I want to. Hi, Zoo. But he wanted me to watch The Room first so that I would actually understand what's going on. And I've seen, the CinemaSins and all sorts of, critique of The Room. Patty's chasing the cat around. Such a spoiled brat. So I was like, I've seen enough of it. I understand the general plot, but oh my god, no, you have to watch the movie.
Oh,
It's so hilarious. I was given my running commentary the whole time, and Brandon was so pissed because he didn't want to watch a funny movie because his stomach hurt and he didn't want to laugh. And then I ended up making him watch The Room, or he made me watch it, really. And, I made him laugh the whole time. I was like, sorry. But it's it's so easy to pick on. He made it so easy.
Okay, so where can I find it for free, possibly, or do I need to rent it?
I've got it. I will send it to you.
Okay.
But yeah. It's the best and the worst to watch, because it's a bad movie. But it's also, absolutely hilarious because it's so bad. And the whole thing, Brandon tells me, was filmed on a soundstage, including the rooftop. Yeah.
I love movies that are so bad that they're brilliant.
I mean...
I love horrible movies.
I mean, the Evil Dead thing, that really worked for them, and I love, campy horror films like that.
Films.
As I pushed my glasses up. But for a drama type thing or a romance type movie, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because they're not trying to be funny, they're trying to be serious, and it's just bad.
Oh, so Twilight.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, I enjoy Twilight for what Twilight is.
I have to rant about something really quick.
Sidebar.
So everyone has been to GameStop at some point in their fucking life.
Most likely.
I walked into GameStop one day, and some guy that I've never seen that's working there says, "Hey, you look like that girl from Twilight." It's one of the vampires that's not fucking whatever her name is, Bella. One of the vampires in there. I apparently look like her.
To softly cough into the microphone. See, I would have thought Bella, personally.
Yeah, no. But anyway, I just stopped and I was like, do I say that I'm really offended by this or just keep going? I decided to just keep going.
Just ignore and move on.
But I just kind of stood there for a second, all eyes on me, thinking, fuck me.
Oh,
Why?
The kitty left. That makes me sad. And now Patty's going to be mean to him.
Yeah.
That dog.
But movies that are super bad.
Superbad.
There's that.
I love Superbad.
Zombievers.
I have not.
Oh my
I have not
gosh.
seen.
Have I sung you the song?
No.
It has a theme song. It's about zombie beavers. If anybody didn't pick that up.
There were context clues, so I was picking up what you were putting down.
It's fucking fantastic. It's horrible. I love that people turn into beavers. Like, it's fucking great.
Is that like that walrus movie with?
Yes, but I mean, not quite that weird. Wow, Tusk. I forgot all about
That's
that
what
movie.
it's called. Oh God, no! I think about that all the time because it was so mind-blowingly like out of what I fucking thought it was going to be.
I want to rewatch that so bad. I want to own that movie.
I've seen it twice.
I want to own it. Oh, so good. I loved that movie.
It creeps me out.
I love it. The ending when he's just a walrus.
What?
What is his name? I know he was in Jeepers Creepers.
Justin Long? Justin Long?
I have no idea. But yeah,
Let's Google
that ending was super fucked up and I loved it. It's just not the ending you expect because it's not a happy ending. Oh, and spoiler alerts.
Yeah, Justin Long.
Just yes.
The dude. But oh man, Jeepers Creepers. I haven't watched it high, but it creeps me out when I'm not high.
Dude, I started watching that when I was a kid and fucking loved it. The ending when you just...
Oh my God.
It's just his skin. It's so cool.
Out. There was a like a spring break. I don't remember what grade I was in. Maybe like 4th or 5th grade, something like that. And I was staying with my sister because my sister's 8 years older than me, so she had her own place. And it was like pre the days when everybody had internet, so there were still a lot of people that didn't. And my sister did not have internet, and she didn't even have cable. But what she did have was a shit ton of fucking movies. So I spent my whole spring break watching movies, and that's when I saw Jeepers Creepers for the first time. And it, like, I get scared by the weirdest things. Like the movie Volcano freaked the fuck out of, like, it freaked me the fuck out when I was a kid because I spent like several years of my life thinking that volcanoes could just pop up anywhere. Because that's what happens when you let children watch R-rated movies. Or PG-13 or whatever it is. But I don't know why it creeped me out. And like the second one is like stupid and doesn't freak me out. But the first one is like even more stupid and still freaks me out. What? I don't understand. I don't remember where I was going with this. That's how high I am. I need to rein it in.
Chill out a little bit. What are some other things you like? I know we both like Disjointed.
Yes. I mean, I know there was like a lot of backlash about Disjointed, but I like them because for a while their logo looked like ours, because apparently we found the same stock artist and paid them for graphic stuff. But yeah, I liked it. I mean, it's cheesy, but I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, like, no one's really going to sell a product called Olivia's Shitballs. You know? I probably would. But most people.
Most people do. Well, maybe not.
I mean, we stake our careers on poop a lot. Because we talk about poop. It's like, it's just a poop and porn podcast. That's what we are. Changing the name. Poop and porn.
The logo. It's just butt stuff podcast.
It's poop and porn in the shape of a pot leaf. I need to figure out a way to make that happen just for this episode. Oh, I love when the title of the episode just happens naturally like that.
Right?
Oh, so good.
It doesn't happen that often, but I had the best one was my last episode of Lit.
Yes.
The D's nuts. So perfect.
I had to write it down so I wouldn't forget. Because my memory sucks.
Oh, and something that I've been trying to get you to watch, and Gretchen's been trying to get you to watch, is Invader Zim.
I know.
It's so good. I was like Christmas spirit. You get that third DVD and you pop it in there and it has all the fucking Christmas episodes and it's all about Doom and Evil Santa. So good.
And I swear I will watch it eventually. You just have to give me time. Because that's how I am.
It's okay. I've told everyone, give me time. And then I never get around to watching anything.
My Netflix queue is miles long. And I still only watch Smurfs, Trolls, and like maybe occasionally one season of a show that's not too long, like One Day at a Time. I really liked that one, but the episodes were half an hour long. So I'll do that, or I'll go like back to Kimmy Schmidt, which is another fun one, or Chewing Gum, which is my like absolute fucking favorite Netflix original ever. I know you were not a fan, but I love it. It's so funny. I don't know. I've always liked... I hit my ring on the mic stand.
Oh my gosh, you scared the crap out of me. I'm sorry, I was listening to you and I was looking back at this old movie that I used to really like.
Did I just see Bubba Hotep?
Yes.
I've never seen it, but Rob really likes it.
I fucking love this movie. I remember the night that I watched it. I watched this, and I watched some movie about a killer penis, and I cannot for the life of me fucking remember what it's called. Like, literally the thing comes off of the dude eventually. And the ending, I think he goes up this woman's skirt, and she dies, you know. But it talks and everything. It has eyes and all of it.
Speaking of... I feel like there was a horror movie when I was a child. Staying up way too late with my sister, you know, watching dinner and a movie or something. Do you remember Dinner and a Movie? Are you old enough for that? Okay.
Yes.
Are you still a baby? Why?
I always... That's one of the things that hated my... Like, it just started my hatred of commentary.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, let's get to the
watch movies with commentary. But I recall watching some horror movie, and they're, like, at a camp, and instead of hot dogs, there's a penis in the water. Am I, like, is this, like, a false memory I've created? Why would I do that? Or is this actually a horror movie? I feel like it was, like, Friday the 13th or Freddy Krueger or something, but...
I mean, it could have been Friday the 13th. That sounds accurate. It wouldn't be Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Patty is very upset that we are not looking at him.
I know. He's like, what? He keeps doing this.
Yeah.
Head cock to the... Like, I turned my head like they can see me, which... I mean, if you could see me, then you could probably just see Patty.
I'm trying to think. There's some fucked up movie I saw when I was younger, and I can't remember what it was.
Did you ever see Dante's Peak? That would be one to not watch when you're high, probably. Because there's, like, this scene where the lava from the volcano goes into a lake, and the grandma jumps out of a boat into the water, and it's, like, acidic or something. And basically, she's, like, going the whole way across the lake with her fucking legs and torso in acid, and then dies, obviously, because you can't survive that kind of trauma, probably. So...
I would watch it.
Of course you would. Like, the first scene in the movie is somebody, like, a lava rock comes through the top of the truck and hits her in the head, and she dies. Off to a great start. This movie's gonna be all sunshine and roses.
That is fucking amazing.
Right?
My gosh.
We'll have to watch it sometime.
Yeah.
And I can now watch the movie Volcano without freaking myself out, so we're good there.
I remember the movie I was thinking about. Do you remember when I got that horror subscription thing? And I was, you know, it's like Netflix, but it's all horror. It's all horrible, horrible horror movies. I cannot remember. Screambox or something?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, I had it for a year because it was $30 for the whole year.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm thinking about getting it again because the movies are horrible, but they're fucking great. But there was this movie that was called Kids Get in the Woods, Kids Die in the Woods, or something like that. Like, that's literally the title. And I watched the whole thing, and it's this kid fucking reading this book, and everything he reads happens. And, oh, it's dumber. It sounds a lot cooler than it is in the movie.
Because it doesn't sound cool at all.
But I thought it sounded pretty. Mostly the title drew me in.
Really?
The title really...
I was like, it sounds like it's written by a kid.
It's horrible. I love it. But it's fucking great. I really need to get that subscription again.
Do it.
And I will show you these horrible movies. Like Rubber. The Killer Tire.
No, Brandon, I feel like I've seen that.
Oh
Brandon
my god.
I think Brandon has shown me.
I did try to watch that high. And no way. I could not finish it. I can barely finish it.
It just reminded me of... Is that maybe Maximum Overdrive? Where, like, the machines...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what it reminded me of. But...
Yeah, that movie's way cooler than Rubber. This... I look at it, explodes.
Right.
I'm a tire.
What are some, like, old standby movies of yours that you, like, go back to all the time?
Army of Darkness. Obviously.
Yours.
Evil Dead, because I totally don't have that special edition of it. I watch Beauty and the Beast a lot.
The animated?
Both.
Oh. See, I did not like the live action.
I did.
You look like you're about to, like, force choke him.
Shut up! If only they could see the hand motions right now.
Right. It's like stand-up comedy when you listen to a recording later.
Yeah. It just doesn't make any
Thanks,
sense.
Pandora. Not sponsored. Obviously. No, like, for me, it's Aladdin. That was my Disney movie.
Oh, okay.
And then I find myself watching National Treasure, both of them, just over and over because I really enjoy fake history, I guess. So, yeah. I would watch National Treasure High.
I don't think I've watched all of it.
I like them both.
I suck at watching things. And I'm sorry to everyone who has ever told me to watch something.
I'll get around to it, she says, as she never does.
I need just like a check-off list. If there's no check-off list, I'll be like, I don't have to right now. I'm gonna
You need a bullet journal.
of all the movies and shows.
We should do that together. Bujo. Hashtag.
My gosh.
It'll be, another project that I don't ever finish.
You know what we didn't talk about?
What?
These amazing temporary tattoos.
Oh my gosh, yes. So, also not sponsored. Joanna got some of the Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioner, and that's like where they custom mix it to what you need. And for some fucking reason, it came with a bunch of random temporary tattoos.
Totally weird ones.
Including one that's of a mermaid, but just torso and tail. And so Joanna has it positioned directly between her boobs. So it looks like it's diving into her shirt, and it's quite hilarious.
I wouldn't blame her for diving in.
And then I have a cactus, and it's very cute. I put it on my wrist because I'm partial to arm tattoos.
I have no arm tattoos.
I have two.
Now we need to talk about this really quick.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna need some votes for everyone who has never seen me before, But I'm thinking, I either want a dragon shout wrapped around my arm, my forearm right here. Like from Skyrim.
Oh, okay. I was like...
Yeah, like... Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I don't know how to explain it.
No. Is it in the chainmail thing you made? Is it that?
No. No.
Look up a picture.
Yes, we're gonna look up a picture.
See, I'm never going to end up getting my sleeve finished because I can't make up my damn mind about what I want.
But don't you have a bunch of ideas?
I do.
Like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah. But
It's like their language. Like Elven or Elvish or whatever, but for Skyrim.
for Skyrim.
Whatever the fuck they speak there.
I really like... I mean, it's a good description. Everyone knows what Elvish is. That'll be something someday, too.
Because you're a Lord of the Rings nerd.
Yeah.
I watched all 3 of them just to say that I had.
Okay. Did you like them? You just look very disappointed. No.
I probably fell asleep somewhere in the middle, to be honest. And it was many, many years ago. Like, I think I was still in high school when I watched them, so.
Are we gonna rewatch them sometime, or are you just not interested?
As long as you don't make me watch the special features.
Deal.
Okay. I can deal with the director's cut, just not the special features.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna sit through 10 hours of one movie.
What about the Hobbit movies?
Oh, I do want to see those. But
Those
I
are
have
good.
not.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a date.
Okay. I'll have to figure out when we can do that on a girls' night.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Gretchen wouldn't mind.
Right.
She likes Lord of the Rings.
So good. Patty really wants to be a part of this podcast.
Apparently. Do you need to pee? Go outside?
He just means, no, I just want attention.
Do you need love? Come here.
So we need to talk about my dog's puke today.
Okay. I didn't know that that's where we were going. Did you bring me a piggy?
So he's... Okay, I fed him about 8 this morning.
Uh-huh.
He was totally fine. He did eat it very fast, but I figured if he was going to puke it all up because he ate too fast, it'd be within, a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. And I went to the gym and all that, came back, everything's fine.
What's your let go command?
Drop it, but if you're already tugging, he's just not going to do it.
Drop it. Drop it. Punk.
Take it.
I really want to eat one of these carrots, but I think it would be rude. I'm sorry.
Just do
Did
that.
you not order ASMR?
Oh gosh, where was I going with this?
Your dog's puke?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, the podfather came over for a few seconds. A few minutes.
He was here for like a half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My perception of time. But anyway.
Nate is staying at our house because he and Brandon are going to a concert, which I'm sure they're recording a podcast about,
Yeah.
which may come out before this one. Who knows?
But anyway, Patty puked. Hours later. And it was such a massive thing of it. Because I was like, maybe Lady puked. And then the more I got up and got closer, because, I don't have my glasses on fucking ever. It's like, yeah,
I
that's
think you
huge.
just need like LASIK.
No.
Or maybe not. Someone saw A Clockwork Orange. That's the movie
That's
I'm
a
thinking
good
of, right?
movie.
Yeah, they hold his eyes open and make him watch. Yeah.
But
I've only seen it the one time.
I watched that as a kid. It's been
I
years.
didn't see it until I was like 25.
Yeah, I watched Hellraiser when I was like 4 years old. Like, I'm just
I
fucked
led
for
a
life.
sheltered life.
Well, I didn't see Disney movies until as an adult.
I feel like that was because of like bargain hunting versus sheltering.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't that your dad was like, fuck Disney, she's not allowed to watch that. It was like, these movies are more expensive. This is the same thing, because that seems like something, like, a man who eats expired food is probably not real picky about his,
Yeah.
My stomach is growling so fucking loud.
Eat those carrots. But
I'll eat the little nubbin.
But I got so many VHSs at garage sales, and that were horror movies when I was little. My grandmother would take me, and it was the best. And I'd get, Stephen King books and everything.
I watched, Home Alone a lot, and then I would borrow movies from my sister and my aunt. And so I spent one summer, and I watched Erin Brockovich every day. I did the same with Hocus Pocus.
I watched that a lot when I was little.
Because that's, like,
That was good.
my, like, weird brain. I'll listen to the same song over and over and over until I get sick of it. I'll watch the same movie over and over and over until I get sick of it. Brandon hates it. Or, like, in the car, sometimes I'll listen to the same song on repeat, like, 3 times in a row. Just so I can sing it again.
I do that too, though.
Yeah.
When no one's in the car, because no one needs to hear that shit ever.
Usually, if we're going to be in the car for any length of time, and I'm driving, Brandon brings a video game and headphones. Because he likes different music. And I don't dislike his music, it's just I prefer other stuff.
Yeah. Mike and I have the same problem.
What does Mike listen to?
What's his favorite band? Silverstein. Atreyu.
Oh, okay. So he's like me in, like, 2006.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, still me, because Mike probably doesn't listen to Fall Out Boy, but
No.
I do. And I used to listen to Atreyu and Silverstein, but
I was never a Silverstein fan. I always feel bad. That's like his favorite band. I'm just
one of my favorite bands is From Autumn to Ashes.
Did I ever... Cradle of Filth was my favorite band when I was in middle school. I still listen to them.
We took a weird turn with this. I don't even know where we were going.
I have no idea where
we were talking about your shampoo and the tattoos. This is every episode. It, like, if you're not high, you're not gonna know.
You're not gonna
what
follow
the fuck is going on. Sorry.
Fast forward 30 seconds. We've gone from tattoos to what were we just talking about?
It's a good thing we don't have mid-roll ads, because I don't know about you, but I'm a skipper. And so I'd come back and be like, the fuck happened? Jeepers. I say Jeepers all the time now because I'm trying to move away from saying Jesus Christ, because my 2.5-year-old says Jesus Christ now. He also says fuck and shit and damn it and god damn it. And anything. He's just a parrot. Just mocking, mimicking.
I feel like every time you say Jeepers, I just want to be like, Creepers.
Where'd you get those peepers? And we've come full circle. And I think with that, we should call it a day.
We should.
All right. You can find us on Instagram. Joanna at Literature Podcast.
No.
No? Maybe you should take over.
You can find us at Butt Stuff.
No. I was saying you specifically.
Oh, me specifically?
Yeah, because I usually do the Butt Stuff Podcast Instagram.
Yeah.
And you typically do literature, but sometimes you swap over. So
But
you
literature,
can find,
literature podcast.
At Literature Podcast on Instagram, or you can find me and Joanna at Butt Stuff Podcast on Instagram. On Twitter, we're at Butt Stuff Podcast. And you can find the rest of our episodes on the Journey into Comics Network, on Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play Music, and Spotify. And probably something else that I'm forgetting.
And all the other things.
We had a whole meeting about it, and I totally forgot.
Yes. We both did.
Sorry. I said I was going to have to write it down, and I didn't. But that's where you can find us. We hope you enjoyed listening to the show. I'm Kate.
I'm Joanna.
This has been Butt Stuff. Bye.
Bye.